Good morning. Hey, Lulu, baby. I see her. Hey, baby. Dinky. Lulu, we love you. We love you, baby. The little one, she's getting feisty. We love you, baby. Don't listen to her. We love you, mama. Have a good day. Don't, Dinky. Dinky, you being nice. Not nice. That's not nice. Dinky, she's getting all mad at Lulu there. Good morning. Have a good day. That was Lulu. That's Lulu. You don't be mean to Lulu, Miss Dinkers. Miss Dinky, she's getting upset. Oh. Miss Dinky getting vicious, huh? There's a little baby. Look at this. Where's Coco? Where's the Coco? Where's the Coco? Good morning. How are you?
All right.
Happy Tuesday.
Hey, we do it.
Oh, not open.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Hey, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, big boys. Hey, big boys. I see them. Hey, big boys. Hey, boys. Have a good day. Are you fixing to go with Daddy? Are you fixing to go? We love you. Be good. Hey, princess. Look at that big boy. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. This is Mr. Oliver. Is this Mr. Oliver? We love you, Bubba. We love you. Miss Daisy goes and hides because Oliver gets mean to her. Oliver, you gotta be nice to Miss Daisy. She's good. It's a kitties. Hey, kitty. Good morning.
Hi,
Have a good day. Mary Jane, don't play.
You as well. Hello, sweetie.
Say hi. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Just say hi. Have a good day. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Good morning. Oh. Good morning. Hey, baby, baby. I see you. Have a good day. Good girl. There's the twins. Good morning. Have a good day. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. Good morning. Good morning, big boy. Good morning. Have a good day.
You too.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Did. Go. Good morning. Good morning. That's who that boy is, huh? That baby boy. One of these big whippet canisters. Good morning. Have a good day. Dinky, Dinky. I'm gonna try to get a picture or a clip of this little boy up here without it looking, like I'm recording this little boy up here. What happening? Hey, baby. Yeah. Dink. Go. Good morning. Have a good day. Drink lots of water. So like that guy, he didn't speak very good English, but so like he's staring, people like see us, and it's weird. Well, go because it's like, so the first thing is, people that like haven't seen me before or whatever, and then is it because I'm an old white man, or is it because I'm an old white man with dogs, so they think I'm like part of immigration or something? So, but either way, for whatever the reason, literally, when certain people see me, they look and just stare, like in a way like they've never seen a person before. But of course, I'm not just a person. I'm an old white man. You know what I'm saying? and people are like, so it's either they're looking at me because I'm an old white man, and they're like, what? We're either illegal immigrants that don't speak English, or black people. Regardless, and either way, somehow white people are just, evil and bad. Or again, I'm old and white, and then I have dogs or whatever, so somehow or whatever that puts me in the category of some type of like immigration or law enforcement or something. Like the one guy, like I say hello to everybody. And then if you're rude, I call you out. I say you're rude. But so I walked by this one guy and good morning. And the first time I saw him and I said that, he goes, "Sorry, I'm not gay." And I was like, "Well, you look like a gay cholo." And because apparently if I look or seem gay because I say good morning or have a nice day, apparently you're kind of homophobic, again, even that I'm not gay or whatever. So that makes me think, of course, that you're gay, or so, well, whatever. So, but then I see him again, and he's walking by, and at first I don't put together that like this is the same guy, that said like the gay thing and so whatever. So, but then as he gets closer, he puts on a mask, because he don't want to walk by the white gay dude or whatever without having a mask on, because maybe I might breathe on him or something or whatever. But so he puts a mask on and pulls out a cane, a fold up cane. Well, so he pulls out a cane. But he's not using the cane to like walk. He's using it because apparently I have dogs or whatever, and either my dogs or me might attack him, so he has to have the stick to, for whatever. But so as he's walking by me, I say, "Have a good day." And he says, "You look like a cop." And I said, "You look like a bitch." So that's that. And he goes on, and I go on. And then I see him again, and apparently where he lives or stays or resides or whatever we want to call it, because he's in a fenced-in yard. He's behind the fence, but he's at the fence. So again, as I'm passing, I see that it's the same guy, and he puts on a mask, and I was like, "Yeah, but you better put that mask on." And he goes, "You a cop?" I go, "Just stay away from me then." Or he says, he says, "I look like a cop," or whatever. And I say, "Well, stay away from me." And You know, regardless, I don't care. I don't care what you think of me. About you think I'm a cop, or you think I'm a gay guy, or you know, etc. Whatever. Just stay away from me. And and that to me, it's just it's just weird and awkward in a way. But then, like this morning, in this one particular video that we're doing right now, 30 minutes in, earlier in the clip, you see the white truck with two dudes in it, and it stopped, you know, like as they were passing me to look at me and the dogs. So now I don't know, you know, if they're like looking at my dogs or Mary Jane, specifically, redheaded Malinois, admiring the dogs, or if they're just looking like, who's the old white man, you know, what's he doing, you know, I have no idea. But as I'm staring back at them, as Mary Jane was using the bathroom, a few seconds, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds, you know, then they drove on. You know, they didn't say nothing, or, you know, no reaction. But I'm waiting on the day, besides, since I've lived in the neighborhood over 10 years, let's say, I've been attacked verbally, 100 times over, physically attacked, over a couple dozen times, but not like attacked, because when like the one guy, when he said he was going to attack me, or he was going to beat me up or whatever, I was in the store, and he's going to beat me up, so he goes outside to wait on me to get done and to go outside. So as I got out, and then the store guy, the clerk, the cashier, at the grocery store, he goes, you can wait over here if you don't want to go out. And I was like, no, I'm not scared of him. I mean, unless he's got a gun, I'm not worried about it. And so I go out, and he's right at the door. I mean, right, you know, the tree's the door, this tree's the door. We go right outside the door, boom, and there he stood, right there outside the door. I mean, right there. And so the tree's him now, and here's the door. I go out the door, and there he is. Well, instead of like going towards him, or, you know, just by him, I just went this way and then turned around, so you know, he wouldn't be like, you know, behind me. And as I turned around, on the video, I don't remember exactly like what he said, but he lunged at me, and again, I got my two dogs, but I'm old, etc. And I've got protection from, well, I got it again for dogs, for other dogs wouldn't attack my dogs or me. I've got my my club, my tire pressure checker or whatever, and then I've got mace. So I'm like, okay, you know, I know I can either hit him with the stick, or I can mace him, or, you know, I can like try to block or dodge or whatever, and then, you know, like attack or whatever. But again, I've got my dogs, so doing some kind of hand-to-hand combat, I've got to let go of the dogs, or et cetera and so on, blah blah blah. So I'm going to clobber him with the stick, and then I'm like, you know, we don't even have to go that far. So as he lunges at me, I just maced him and doused him. And now, as he can't see and he's still running his mouth, I just doused him again. You know, and you know, I don't even want to hear it. So I doused him again. And a woman from apparently from the store, she stepped out the outdoor or whatever, and kind of got him and let him inside, I guess to help him wash his eyes out or whatever. But so when that happened, I was like, well, okay, so this woman, you know, whatever is gonna, well, help the dude. He needs help, but again, at the same time, he attacked an old man with 2 dogs for no reason. So I'm like, you know, he deserved it, you know. And so, well, when that happened, my first thought was, okay, they're gonna call the police. So I stayed. I'm not trying to evade or leave. I want the police to come so I can tell them and show them my body camera, you know, what happened. And so I'm just standing there, and the security guard come out. And it's Smart and Final, and I've been to Smart and Final before, and I've talked to every security guard there. Well, not like talked conversation, but you know, how you doing, of course. And then if they ask me about the dogs, or especially Mary Jane again, you know, yeah, blah blah, she's a Malinois, and okay, but so I've talked to this security guard, and he's like, hey, what happened? And I'm like, I told him what happened, and then I showed him and I was like, and this is exactly why I carry this, and I pulled it, you know, unclipped my body camera, and it's got display monitor type thing on the back of it, you know, and that's why I got this one, and that's the ones I'll get with the display, so you can see what you're recording and what's going on, and after you've recorded, you can view it, or you know. So I showed him the little clip, and he was like, yep, he got what he wanted, and I was like, yep. And as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, if the cops come, now the security guard can, you know, he verified, you know, the self-defense part or whatever, etc. And so we left, and no cops were called. Nobody ever called the cops, and but besides that time, that one crackhead dude, he started cursing at me because I moved over on the sidewalk to get out of his way, and when I did that, he did it too, you know, like to kind of in a way block me, sort of, and now I got out of his way, and then he got in my way, so I just kept walking, and as we're coming up to him, me and the dogs, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Good morning. Who's that baby? Who's that baby? Who's that baby? Come on. Well, so when that happened, when we got closer, he stepped out of the way. He moved. He was on a bicycle too, but he got out of the way. And when he got out of the way, he starts, cursing at me now and talking shit, and something about I needed to move, or and I was like, I moved, and you got back in my way. And then of course he started, I'm a white boy, a white guy, and I'm like, I'm an old man. And if you're whatever you are, if you're black and you call me white boy, I'm gonna call you black boy, or black woman, or black girl. If you're a girl, a woman, a girl, or a boy, whatever. And because if you're gonna disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you right back. You're not gonna just disrespect me and be proud. And look at this kid, baby. I think it's a girl. Ding. Run. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. You want to play? You want to play? You beautiful. You're beautiful. There's a girl. The girls. You're beautiful. Hey, what are they doing? What are they doing? So we just meet Bella. Where'd she go? Oh, she went inside. And that man was Pedro. And we meet Bella. He didn't speak very good English, but he spoke good enough. Give me the ball. 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 Good girl. She was worried about the truck. Let me see the truck. I know, I see you excited. So that was kind of weird, though. So the truck, so I'm over there talking to the man and then his dog. And she was a nice dog. I don't think Mary Jane would, look, she dropped her ball in the bowl. I don't think Mary Jane would want to really play with her too much because she didn't. But so the guy and the parks guy in the truck, when we were over there at the fence, so he specifically only came over here to check the little gate right there with the lock. Why? You know, it's odd because, but right here in the corner over here, they jumped the fence, you know, whatever, to get through. So again, as far as like the chamber, I don't understand. It's just because again, on the video you see that he checked the or I don't think I had to record on. It was still on pause, but he checked the little gate right there. You see the gate. I mean, you can kind of see. There you go. You can kind of see the little gate right there, and then it's chained and padlocked. And as he's passing us, right here, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he didn't speak very good English either, but he was a black guy, so like he was okay, well, whatever, Dominican type of, you know, whatever. It doesn't even matter. But he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And give me like fist bump and yada yada. How you doing? Okay. And he's like, "Be safe." And okay, you too. And I said, "You too." And then he drove up, boom, right to the little gate right there. Got out of the truck and literally pulled and checked the padlock and the, you know, and then backed up, turned around, and went back, and then into the little facility right there on that side of the fence. It was just weird because again, I'm here literally at this park every day. Well, not every literal day because you know, stuff happens and it might be raining or I might have an appointment or whatever. But pretty much every day almost for 3 years since I had Mary Jane. Well, and even before Mary Jane, I had Cheeto when I lived here in this area, and me and Cheeto would come here, but we wouldn't hang out so much. We would just, like, you know, zip and run through because Cheeto, he really didn't need. He wasn't as friendly like as Mary Jane. He wouldn't go up to people and say hi or, you know, whatever. He wouldn't. He would just do his thing and then he'd be back to me regardless. And before Cheeto, Mary, Nana, we would come by through here and you know, and run through. Now Nana, on the other hand, she didn't like to run or do anything to an extent. She would run, but not like Cheeto would, and then definitely not like these two will. And then these two are still puppies, both younger than both of those dogs. And they've always said, again, like specifically to us, and I have to say, it's the appearance of me and the way I specifically look, because people were literally, I have personally seen, and there is some video where people will be sleeping here when they're not supposed to, and they don't get approached. People will be drinking here and they're not supposed to, and they're not approached. People will be in pieces of the property like the soccer field or the ball fields that are, again, specifically for you have to rent them or whatever, and people will be in it, and they're not bothered. But again, me, I am, and I have been when Mary Jane was growing up, the ball field over there on the south side, way on the south side of the park here, which I've recorded many times, but have been in the ball field. They used to. It used to be open, but people would literally come and they'd break the locks with bolt cutters or whatever, dink, and make it available. But to my knowledge, they were doing it just to use the field, like for ball, But it's still breaking the law. If you use a ball field to play ball, but you break into it, it's doesn't matter if you're playing ball. If you're not supposed to, break into it to play ball. So. But I have literally been in it with my dog Mary Jane here, trying to teach her, off leash and just letting her run freely because again, dogs need it, and especially younger dogs. But I've been in there with other people with their dogs, and so like Mary Jane can run with another dog or play with another dog, and the parks guys, yellow trucks, would literally say to me, make sure you pick up the dog's poop if blah blah, and you're not supposed to be in there, and every time I would be like, well, first off, you can see I have poop bags everywhere, and I pick up my dog's poop or whatever because it's not good for like other dogs, because other dogs will eat it and can get salmonella and diseases and all kind of stuff, and plus people can step in it and whatever. I used to just, if it was in the grass, I would that's good for the lawn but as I've had dogs and grew, it's better to pick it up, so I pick it up. But not only that, as the guy is telling me, you're not supposed to be in there, I'm looking at another person in there with me, with their dog, as they're not, as I'm being told, because for some reason I'll relay the message to everybody else or something. It's like, well, you gonna tell them too, or you just telling me? And yeah, it's just it's really weird. Well, it's really not weird because none of the parks people, none of the crew that maintenance or whatever that drive their yellow trucks, or white people, or old white people especially, and then none of the people, like you can see straight through there, right there is the door open for the park, the facility here, and nobody in there is white or old white, period. So again, like they try to say, like other people and stuff, it's different. So they're like, well, you don't look like us, and so we have to make sure. And I'm like, make sure what? But that's where we continue and keep up the division type that government spreads, that ignorant people go along with, and it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy.